lot of people actually taking on the caregiver role today. A lot of kids have a PD day, so they're going to be taking care of their kids. On the other end of the spectrum, we have a lot of people that are dealing with the elderly, with their parents and family members who are on the other side, and it really does become a full-time job. And to talk to us about that today, Suzenne Gauthier, who's a caregiver with her sister Nicole to their mom, who's over 100 years old, and also with her Lesley Sullivan, who has Home Instead Senior Care. Great to have the two of you here on the show.
Morning.
As we were talking earlier, you really do at one point start to feel the burden of this. It's an additional job in terms of your everyday life, caring for, you know, a loved one.
It overtakes your life, really. You lose the balance in your life, and it creates a lot of stress because you want to make everybody happy, but you're losing energy, and you don't think anybody could do as good a job as you taking care of your own mom.
Do you find, and you were saying too, because there was so much care and so many things involved, that you sometimes felt that you lost the relationship of being the mother-daughter in all of this, and losing that aspect because you're taking on much different roles.
You do. You lose that feeling of, this is my mom, I'm her daughter. It becomes a job. You feel, okay, it's 11:30, I'm going to feed my mom, it's Tuesday, it's my day, and you go in and you feel like you're taking care of this wonderful, beautiful elderly woman, but there's not that relationship anymore of mother and daughter.
Which is something that you want to be able to grab back, and I know that you do have the caregivers also from your organization, but this is something that you probably hear quite often from the clients and people that are coming to you.
Yes, we deal with caregivers like Suzanne every day. So there are about 2 million family caregivers in Canada, and about 70% of them say that it's impacted their stress level, and it's impacting them physically and emotionally. So we've developed this new online tool called Famile Caregiver Stress Relief.com. So there are a lot of assessment tools there, tips on how family caregivers can minimize their stress level and maintain their health. So.
Being able to go online, I mean, you have the ability, people have the ability to hire your caregivers to be able to help with the workload, but when they are feeling a certain way, there are resources. So this new program is called Family Caregiver Stress Relief.com. You go and there'll be a lot of instructions and tips on how to deal with certain aspects that they'll be confronting.
Yeah, tips and tools on how to minimize the stress, assess their stress as well. We also have Dr. Amy Dupree, who's one of the leading senior care specialists in Canada. So if family caregivers have a specific question that they want to address, they can send it in to Dr. Dupree, and she will respond to them.
Their own health and wellness is critical in all this, because if they're not feeling that, it's very hard for them to offer that care to their loved one.
It's kind of like when you get on the airline and they tell you with the oxygen masks, if you have to assist someone, put your own on first and then assist. Same thing with being a family caregiver. You have to be physically and emotionally healthy in order to help that loved one.
Do you find these tips helpful, and also adding in the extra support of another caregiver to bring in to the mix has helped?
It's huge. The help is huge. I mean, the two caregivers that we have from Home Instead to allow my mom to live in the retirement home where she is and loves. They've become our sisters, so we went from being 2 sisters to now 4, and so it really is helpful. It has allowed my sister and I to have more of a life.
And more of a relationship with your mother again, and going back to that initial role.
Yes, I mean, we can pop in and just say, "Hi, Mom, how are you?" and have fun together, and it's huge.
I can imagine it would be, and for everyone involved, and of course to know that there are the caregivers that you trust. If you're calling them an additional sister, that you know that they have become part of the family.
My sister and I talk a lot about that, and we both agree that we never worry when Carol and Louise are there from Home Instead, and also the rest of the staff that are at the retirement home where my mom is. We really don't worry.
And there, your health, that your mental aspect is a lot better too, and that is the key of what the program is about. Once again, you can find more information at homeinsteadottawa.ca, and if you're looking for those resources, check out the website familycaregiverstressrelief.com. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming.
Thank you, Leanne.